Welcome to my first ever haul video, and this is everything I bought from Korea and Japan. Japan and Korea are just so different from any other place that I've been to, and there were just so many beautiful things to look at, to buy, that it just blew my mind. I went crazy, the little tchotchkes and the knickknacks and so much tea I bought. So I'd love to share with you everything that I got from Japan and Korea. So in Kyoto, I went to this department store called Hands. Again, this I picked up from Japan. These are face wipes that it says, are cool face wipes on a hot day. This is from a calligraphy shop in Korea. I thought it was beautiful. It was actually made by the artist. He was doing the artwork right there. And then this is from Tokyo Station. Tokyo Station was crazy. It was like this giant mall with some trains running by. And they had all these characters that I have no clue, but it was really, really crowded. And Ria has a cat. So, okay, hold on. So I found this very cute. It's called Mofusan. It was very crowded and I thought this was really cute, so I got this for her. I don't know the character. And then of course this is so adorable, so I got a keychain for her. This one is Hello Kitty. And oh my god, I found this adorable Hello Kitty in a kimono. These are nails, press-on nails. She asked for them. I hope she likes it. These are really interesting, and I found them really pretty. So these, again, press-on nails. She asked for them. Chocolates. Cat, because she has a cat, and I thought these are some cookies, matcha cookies. I mean, there's actually sakura and matcha. The sakura one is probably strawberry. And then we have, Gia told me that Korean sunscreen has some ingredient that is very strong and is not available in the US. So I got Gia some sunscreen from the Beauty of Jessie online, and this is for Ria. This is a Tier lip gloss, and then this is I got from a store in Japan. I don't know if it's not showing very well. So this is glitter eyeliner, some masala. It's a shrimp masala that I picked up from the grocery store in Japan. This is interesting. These are these little pouches of I think it's moisturizer of the friend I traveled to Korea with mentioned these, and these are very helpful for travel because you don't have to take the giant bottles that we carry around. So this was good. This is a water-based moisturizer. It's water-based gel moisturizer that I really like. Oh, and this one, again, it's a foldable bag. Opens out to a bigger. Next, I'm going to show you what I got for my friend Meeta. Anytime we travel, she travels a lot. and I love to travel. So our tradition now for I think over 10 to 15 years has been to exchange gifts from wherever we travel. So anytime I travel to a country, the first thing I'm thinking is, what am I buying from Mitadi? This is very, very special. This is from actually, oh, I hope it is. So this is from Insadong in Seoul, and this is actually a fan that the artist was painting right in front of all of us, and he wrote Mitadi's name, and this is the artist's signature. I thought this was very unique. This is from the National Museum in Seoul, and let's see. I loved this. It was just so beautiful. This is a scarf. You can see how beautiful it is. Again, it's silk, and it's I think, being that it's the National Museum in Seoul, it's inside the Imperial Palace compound, and I just loved it. So this is a scarf for her. And then Kit Kat. This is from Don Quixote. There are all sorts of Kit Kat. I bought this one, and I thought I'd go back to the store, but I didn't get to, so I didn't buy the other flavors. Funnily enough, I went to Ranch 99 here just yesterday, and they had all the flavors, all the Kit Kat flavors. So thank God I didn't pick up more purchases. Now, this is from Korea. It's a linen skirt, and there's a top that I wore when I was doing Gia's haul. I love the design. I already wore it in Japan. It's super comfy, breathable. Linen is one of my favorite fabrics. So now on to my K-beauty buys. This is like a facial oil. It says Belif, BELIF, and I can't read. So this is like a oil that you put before you put your makeup, and it's like a little drop of this really moisturizes my skin. So I'm loving it so far. This is Beauty of Jession. It's a, what is it? It's a glow serum. Again, need all the glow. This one is melatonin cream. I have a lot of dark spots in my skin, and I thought this one I picked up from the from a drugstore in Seoul. This is ginseng moisturizer. They had these ginseng stores which were kind of really scary to me, because they took you up. They showed you all these AV, on how ginseng is grown and everything. And then they lock you up in a room where there's this extremely aggressive salespeople trying to sell you tiny little bottles of ginseng juice or whatever it is for $400. And I was like, no, thank you. I don't want it. But then, once you come out, they had cheaper items. I bought a ginseng sunscreen, and I bought this ginseng moisturizer, which I have been using. And my skin looks good, right? This is, again, water boosting cream. I have been using water-based, gel-based moisturizers of late. I use Neutrogena, but this is, from Olive Young, and I like it. And then there's Advanced Repair Cream. Haven't opened it yet. Will do so. Last but definitely not the least, super excited about this. My first Japanese knife. Any cook of any, anyone that kind of likes to cook wants a Japanese knife. Oh, this is mine. It was so confusing. They had all these knives, but then you can't just pick a knife that you want. They mentioned that I could pick only certain knives, and I pointed at one and I said maybe that one, because it was so confusing. And the lady said, well, that's a sashimi knife. Do you want a sashimi knife? And I was like, oh, I want one that cuts vegetables. So this is my knife. This is my first Japanese knife, and I'm going to use it and cook, amazing food with it. Super excited about it. Matcha powder, of course. And, what I realized, I've never been a big fan of matcha in the US. There seems to be this off late, there's matcha in everything. But what I absolutely loved about matcha in Japan is the iced matcha drink. So, matcha with some ice and water, so refreshing. This summer is going to be my iced matcha summer. Definitely drinking a lot of this. More matcha. I went crazy with matcha because I love the iced matcha. Then this is from a very touristy store in Gion in Kyoto. But they had, I think it's just 2 of these little matcha. I think it's like a cracker, and I really like the taste of it, so I bought 2 of these, so I have 4 matcha crackers. Then the big thing I got is this Mother's Day box from that dessert store. It's packaged so nicely, and this is this is what it was, and it's full of dessert and crackers and different and a little bit of green tea. Didn't get to do this on Mother's Day because my daughter hasn't been home yet, the younger one. So when she comes over, we're gonna do iced matcha and these desserts and some green tea. So this is my Mother's Day gift to myself. Then the next one I will go to is this soup stock. I think this is it just shows here there's 6 pouches. I think it's miso, or this one is garlic chicken. So I have to use this. This is I think it's from Korea. It's spicy seaweed fishery snack. I don't know that I like it. I'm not a fish person, but let's see. Maybe I will give it to my older one, because my younger daughter doesn't eat fish either. Found very, very interesting. I picked up at the airport. It's Darjeeling tea cookies. Now, being from Bengal and having grown up around the Duars, man, the funny thing is that people in Darjeeling don't do any such, brilliant marketing. I wish they did, because Darjeeling tea is amazing. So these are some Darjeeling tea cookies that yuzu liquor. I had yuzu sour and I loved it. So when I went to the grocery store, found this. This one is toasted sesame seed oil. I got this from the restaurant, the Michelin star Korean restaurant that we had food in. The smell, I'm not gonna open it now because then the smell might escape. It was just heavenly. So this is my sesame seed oil, which I will subsequently use. So the other thing everyone told me to get was the nail cutters and the scissors. They make really, they make good knives, so they make anything to cut things with very well, I guess. So just kind of really cute. I even have a tweezer, which I can't find right now. It's somewhere in my bag. So these, again, these are cookies, and unlike the cat one, which I can't open, I can open this. It's only got 3, so you can imagine. But can you see this? This is a cookie. Isn't it adorable? I think if I do like an Asian inspired tea, that's when I'm gonna eat or serve these cookies. I did get masks, but I think I gave one to Ria and one to Gia. I'm not a big fan of masks. I would rather put, besan or cream or whatever directly on my face than wear a mask, because you don't know how long it has, it's got chemicals in it, and I don't know. I'm not a mask fan. But I hope you enjoyed this haul. I enjoyed, shopping so much in Korea and Japan. And hopefully, there's going to be more trips in the future, especially to Korea, just to shop. I would love to take my girls with me so they can go crazy at Olive Young. And yeah, so here's hoping that happens somewhere in the future. And thank you very much for watching my very first haul video. Hope you enjoyed it. Do come back. I post content weekly, and come back, and please do like, share and subscribe. So